Two trucks having sex. Two trucks having sex. My muscles involuntarily flex. Two trucks having sex. Two trucks having sex. My muscles involuntarily flex. Two pickup trucks making love.
Listen up, Autobots and Decepticons. You're listening to Prime Cuts, a non-linear history of the Transformers franchise on television. I'm one of your hosts, Audrey.
I'm your other host, Mara.
So, how do you feel about listening to 30 minutes straight at the most annoying voice ever put to television?
That's right. It's, this week we're talking about Sea Change and the Triple Takeover. One of those is a episode all about Seaspray, and the other one is an episode that really just kind of unfolds. It just sort of happens.
I will say, Triple Takeover does have one of the most famous lines in all of G1.
Yeah, I pogged when I was like, oh my god, this is the episode with I'm Stupid in it?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. But yeah, I mean, look, I unfortunately start this with...
Getting Megatron and Starscream matching t-shirts that says, I'm with stupid, and I'm stupid, I'm stupid.
We unfortunately do have to start this off with really unfortunate news about our community. Someone in our Discord admitted to being a Seaspray fan, which is frankly disgusting.
Here's the thing. Generally, it's not disgusting. In this episode, it genuinely is.
Sea Change.
What Seaspray does in this episode made me throw up a little in my mouth.
I thought you were the fucking interspecies transformer romance guy. What, you didn't like this? You didn't like it? You didn't like Seaspray's hot
Here's the thing.
princess?
I was actually okay for it until he became the same species.
Okay, and then this is where your problem begins. Okay, I understand.
My ideology remains pure. You cannot... No gotchas for you today, ma'am.
I respect it. But we don't start with any of that. We start with water skiing, and Bumblebee having a miserable time water skiing. Also,
they're wishing on a star.
Yeah,
I didn't get this.
Seaspray has a soul full of whimsy and a throat full of water. And yeah, after dragging Bumblebee through the water, and he seems just completely miserable about the whole thing. Seaspray's like, "Oh, it's the first." I'm not doing the voice. It's the first star of the morning.
Thank God.
It's the first star of the evening. We have to make a wish, Bumblebee. And
first of all, I want to take a pause to tell all the listeners that you're welcome, that neither Mara nor I will be doing the voice for this.
There's so much of it. There's so much of the voice.
You're welcome. That is our gift to you.
But yeah, we don't know what he wishes for, because he says, like, if you say your wish, it doesn't come true. Which I guess means that Bumblebee's wish for no more water skiing will not come true because Seaspray will make him water ski more. It's fucked up.
I mean, we from the people who brought you, I suggest force femme.
Yo,
it's I suggest force ski.
How they have like, a part of Vortex's thing is that he'll just like tie people to him in copter mode and just fly randomly to like torture information out of them.
Yeah, because he's a sicko.
Can Seaspray do that, but for water skiing? Like, he just ties Decepticons to the back of him and just drives through the ocean until they're, like,
so you would think... Here's the thing. You would think so, but, like, he's a hovercraft. So he can't actually pull anyone anywhere.
Yeah, hovercraft
this
aren't
guy
exactly...
has, like, 0.5 horsepower.
That's the thing about Seaspray being a hovercraft. It's not really a prime... water skiing vehicle.
There is a point in this episode where they're trying to like outrun Dirge, and it's like you're a hovercraft and he's an F-15. Like, I don't know how to explain to you that even when you're on water, if there's an F-15 flying above you, it's going to outpace you.
Yeah. But we very quickly cut from wishing upon a star to yet another alien planet with like a Mesoamerican-esque like caricatured culture on it. Except this one has been.
Are the Decepticons just Spaniards? Is that what we're supposed to like get from this? That they're just colonizing all these planets?
Yeah, so much like The Gambler, this episode like opens the door to a lot of other world building stuff that's just going on. For instance, I guess the Decepticons have a bunch of functionally automated colonies because this Deceptatran guy isn't actually a Decepticon. He's like a computer. He's like a sentient computer that they have left in charge of this place.
I mean, what it really is like interesting. What really is interesting about it is sort of, again, these sort of extended lore about what robotic life forms in like the intergalactic community look like. We haven't really got to the quintessence yet, but like we know they're there. Like we
know they're there. We know
they're there. But the idea that, and I don't think I've ever seen any other IP really do this, of what like sentient non-organic life looks like on a mass scale.
There's like Mass Effect,
but
right?
It is interesting, right? Like,
yeah,
right. But it's still really just the Geth.
Yeah,
right. Like, it's not different species.
That's true. There's like, the Quintessons sort of complicate that, and it's also
the Quintessons complicate it, and like the guys in like the Gambler complicate it. Like, there's clearly a number of non-organic sentient species, which is interesting.
The guys at the beginning of the movie, that planet is also full of seemingly, and if you think like, you know, if we put on our lore hats here, right, and we think about this cartoon,
which the writers never did, but hey, we're in it.
But the cartoon origin for the Cybertronians is obviously, I guess, spoilers for season 3. No one cares. The cartoon origin
and the movie, which we did watch.
Yeah. Although this part is never brought up in the movie. The Quintessons are just sort of out of context, like, threat that they face. They just seem to be their own thing. But it's revealed that the Quintessons created the Cybertronians as a slave caste millions and millions of years ago. And so you wonder, you know, there would be lots of stuff later, starting with, I think, Transformers Cybertron, and obviously moving into IDW1, of like Cybertronian colonization, just like spreading across the world. So it's like, is the question of, are these completely separate like instances of robotic organisms, or are these kind of all leading back to the Quintessons somehow, the Quintessons and the Cybertronians? And that's never an answer we get, because as we said, the writers never have their lore hats on for this show.
Yeah, they didn't give a shit.
They didn't give a fuck.
It was the 80s, baby! Anyway,
so Deceptrain is running Talokan. As I said, it's yet another vaguely Mesoamerican fucking space planet. I guess this one isn't literally...
It's not even, like, vague. It's actually kind of worse than that. It's not even vaguely Mesoamerican.
This is way more directly...
It's just, like, a mashup of, like, every non-white indigenous culture.
Yeah, and of course all of these guys are white as fuck.
Yeah.
All of these...
Her name's Alana.
Yeah,
like,
not really.
Let's not get... And isn't the other guy Mark?
No, it's Mock. I wish it was
Mark.
Oh,
it's Mock. Alana and Mark. Those are my co-workers.
His name is Mark now. But there's honestly something really crazy is happening here, because as we see, you know, obviously the reason for this place's existence is mining energon, and you'd think, oh, is there like energy-rich stuff on this planet that they've enslaved the populace to do? No. They are... Deceptatran is draining them of their life force and turning it into energon cubes. Thank God, thank God Megatron never learned how to do this, because there would be some fucked up shit happening on Earth if that was the case.
Oh God, they would put Spike Witwicky on a hamster wheel.
Like fucking Flash in that one Justice League movie.
Him specifically.
Yeah, in Megatron's office.
Exactly. Megatron finally gets his weird revenge on this 116-year-old.
Yeah, but this is really funny as well, because, like, this has been going on for who knows how long. They're also... I don't know what... I guess they're building pyramids or something. I can't really tell what's going on here. But the point is that
Who gives
Mark...
a shit? It doesn't matter. They're laboring.
Yeah, Mark. I'm calling him Mark now. It's not Mark
I think
anymore.
it's pretty funny. I think Alana and Mark... Listen, that is half the couples at my local synagogue.
Oh, excuse me. This guy's name is Chak. So this is Chad. This is Alana and Chad.
Okay, there is Mark, though.
Yeah, Mark is the old guy that they meet later.
Yeah, okay.
That's Mark. But yeah, like, Deceptron has these weird, like, drone guys, these droid guys that are his, like, minions. But as it turns out, they're really easy to just push over, so all of them just revolt and leave. I don't know why they didn't do this before. It seemed really easy. But yeah, Deceptitran sees this and he sends out a Decepticon distress signal, which gets picked up by Seaspray, who is still sitting on the beach with Bumblebee, who even says, like, "Hey man, I guess I get, like, wishing on the first star of the evening, but, like, you don't gotta wish on every star, because we're gonna be here a while."
It's first star I see tonight, asshole.
But look, this is the only way Seaspray gets people to hang out with him, okay? So... He's got to pretend to wish on every star. But he picks up this signal.
He could just be less intolerable.
Nah.
Has he considered that?
Well, unfortunately, he can't change his voice, I guess. But, like, we get confirmation that that is his fucking voice because of what happens later.
Yeah, that is not, like, a mechanical problem.
No, you just sound...
That's how his vocal cords work.
That's in his soul. That's in his fucking essence as, like, a being. Is that fucking voice.
That's in the caterpillar soup he turns into.
God, there's so much fucked up shit later. It's crazy. Anyway, he brings it back to the Ark, and they're like, this is like an old... damn, this is crazy. We I guess we better go check this out. But so it's a mini-bot adventure. Well, mini-bot and Perceptor, I guess. Because they tell Optimus he's too big to fit in Cosmos.
Well, Cosmos tells Optimus that he's too big to fit in Cosmos,
yeah.
if we're being specific here.
And Optimus says, "Damn, okay, bitch, whatever. It's not like you're slim and trim. Fine, fuck off to space." So they do. And that's when they find out that actually this is an old Decepticon code. Crazy line. Of course, once again, writers don't have their lore hats on. They're just saying shit. This is like the Clone Wars line from A New Hope, where they say it's an old code from the third Cybertronian Civil War. The third one? How many of these have you guys had?
So it's I mean, it really depends on how you count. It's like 4 million years on and off. It's a Civil War situation ship.
Mm-hmm. So they crash land on the planet. And the Talakans, seeing that these are also robotic organisms, at first obviously assume that these guys are, fighting. These guys are the Decepticons. But once they realize that they're shooting at these droids that Deceptitran has, they're like, "Oh wait, you guys are cool. Want to hang?" And Seaspray says, "Okay, gosh, you're pretty." Because Alana comes up to him, and Seaspray somehow blushes. I don't know how this happened. He's a robot.
Okay. I need to talk about this in general, because first of all, he blushes, which is gross. Second of all, the flirting sounds
crazy.
So disgusting in Seaspray's voice. I really underestimated how much I would hate wet flirting.
If someone was flirting with you while gargling like seawater.
"I saw you across the bar and I really dug your vibe."
Oh, that Scarily accurate. That was a great Seaspray. I hate that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I was like listening to it and I was like, oh, that's not lips. That's in the throat.
Yeah. Hey, baby mama, let me whisper
This
in
is
your
how
ear.
we talk about our Seaspray. Anyway, come here often. It's so bad. It's so disgusting.
We said we were going to do your voice, but we couldn't.
Here, wait, no. We said we weren't going to do it for the entire time.
That's true. We didn't say anything about we wouldn't do it at opportune times. Yeah, he is immediately hitting it off with Alana somehow, despite being Seaspray.
She is, by the way, she's way out of his league, particularly when she turns into a robot later on in this
It's
episode.
crazy. It's a real, like, King of Queens type of situation we got going on here.
Good lord, like, Alana if you're free on Thursday.
Alita 1 would like to have access to your DMs, Alana Bot.
Have you considered lezzing out with Alita 1?
But yeah, but also we didn't talk about Decepticons, how he looks. I just got reminded of what a weird guy he is.
Okay, you know, imagine a funnel, right? You know what a funnel looks like, right? Just turn that upside down, and that's Decepticon.
Yeah, he's got like a weird little head. He's very rotund, and that's him. So there you go. And yeah, as I said, he's not actually seemingly like a true Decepticon. He's like a thing they built. Because when Megatron shows up later, he's like, "Oh, it's you, fucking Decepticon." He basically treats him like he's Bonzi Buddy. He's like, somebody shut him up. I'm sick of him.
Coop Taraz!
But of course, yes, the Decepticons arrive to answer the distress signal. The Decepticons that show up are Megatron, Dirge.
This is a motley crew.
This is a crazy squad. And Megatron, Dirge, Astrotrain, Soundwave, Rumble, and Frenzy. And not Frenzy. Frenzy does not exist in the show.
Laserbeak.
Soundwave, Rumble, and Laserbeak.
Laserbeak. Again, I have two woes in my note.
Which, by the way, very outnumbering the Autobots that have been sent here, who are once again Seaspray, Bumblebee, Cosmos, and Perceptor.
They're a team here.
Not exactly the powerhouses of the Autobots.
It's really like Perceptor is the only one here with like any backing to him whatsoever.
He's the only one who's more than 4 feet tall.
Yeah. But he's also the only one who's like ever held his own in his battle, which is really funny because he's the they're fucking our pussies guy.
Yeah, he's the fucking science guy. And of course, yeah, Cosmos basically just gets taken out
who has
instantly.
famously gotten captured in every episode he's been in thus far.
But you know what? This time, he isn't the guy who gets captured. Bumblebee gets captured this time.
Broke the curse. Yeah, transferred it on to Bumblebee. It's like a It Follows thing.
Yeah, so this is where we start learning about the well of transformation. So...
It dissolves our bodies. It's agonizing.
Somehow, okay, if you think the posts about like, oh damn, isn't the transporter fucked up if you think about it? This is way more
Star
fucked
Trek,
up.
you mean?
Yeah, from Star Trek.
Yeah.
This is so much more fucked up. This is crazy. What the hell is this? Okay, so number one.
Just really quickly.
Yeah.
You know how caterpillars turn into soup, right?
Yeah.
That's what is happening here at will, all the time, forever.
So, it's unclear how long this colony has been going on. Presumably a while. All this time, Decepticon never learned about the, like, water that unmoors you from your physical existence. I mean, I would love to take a dip in...
It's the new M. Night Shyamalan movie.
I would love to take a dip in here. It seems pretty cool. But when one of the droids gets knocked into it, he just, like, explodes because I guess he's like a... It's weird because, you know, they say, oh, you're a robotic being, you shouldn't go in there because your essence, it can't be changed.
So...
But
here's my interpretation of this, is that you have to be able to consciously control it.
Yes.
And the droids did not have enough higher thinking to do that.
Yeah, they're just like drones. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they describe it as, you jump in this water and your bodies are destroyed and your essence remains and you can reshape it however you see fit. and so we all turn into mermaids. And Seaspray
And it's good.
is ready to get it right in there. But Alana's like, no, don't. You saw what happened to the droid. If you do that, you might die. You might just become nothing.
Oh, you're a silly robot. I can't have sex with you right now. Anyway, bye.
Seaspray's like, God damn it. I gotta get my dick wet.
I want to get my dick wet. Is that good? Is that good for you?
Yeah, the person...
Is this sonically... Is this good radio?
Listener to our chat was like, I'm a Seaspray fan. Did this episode make you more or less of a Seaspray fan, do you think?
It better make you more. It better make you more.
So, yeah, there's like a secret fucking Atlantis city on this planet as well that nobody knew about.
Oh, and by the way, Laserbeak sees all of this.
Oh, yeah, he's just looking. I mean, he's just watching, and he's like, that shit's crazy. I gotta tell Megatron. And yeah, the Decepticons learn about this, of course, and so they're like, wow, you really didn't know about this Deceptrain, you dumb bitch.
They're even like in the water. Alana's like, swimming along. It's like, we're not all like, oh no, this is a little later actually. This is after they go underwater to the Atlantis city.
Yeah, they kidnap Bumblebee gets kidnapped. The rest of them go to Atlantis, to space Atlantis.
They're in so Alana's like, okay, you guys can't come in here, but you can like meet us at like the exit to this tunnel or whatever. So meet us there. It's like under a waterfall. So they go to the waterfall, but Laserbeak has informed the Decepticons that this is happening. So the Decepticons cut them off like at the river, and Seaspray's like, hang on to me, guys. I'll get us out of here. I can outrun Dirge. What?
Well, then he realizes he can't, so what he does instead is he just sinks to the bottom of the river.
Right. So he dies badly. And it's really fun. So, like, everyone, there's, like, a rock that's, like, covering the secret entrance, and they all manage to, like, get inside, except for Bumblebee, who is left on spin cycle.
Yeah, and
in the waterfall.
He gets brought back to get tied to the chair that sucks you off and makes energon cubes. He gets put in the Jordan Peterson Chinese milking machine or whatever the fuck.
Listen, I've been to that gay club. It's fine.
And everyone else is like, shit.
Called Red Eye.
we gotta break Bumblebee out of the milking machine. What are we gonna do? So, God, what even is the order of adventure? Because there's more flirting between Alana and Seaspray.
So there's so the rest of them like meet up with Alana. And Alana.
I forgot she kisses him before they leave the well of things. She like kisses his weird robot face.
Yeah, I hate it. Again, everyone else meets up with the humanoids.
Do you think the reason that the two, obviously we know Trax and Raoul are doing it crazy style, but they didn't show that. The two other Autobots that get into like actual like on-screen romances both don't have mouths. So do you think that was because they couldn't animate the kissing if there was a big mouth? Because also Power Glide has no mouth. That's scary. I don't like that. What are you looking up? What are you?
Sorry, I couldn't remember who it was. I think it's a DJ Khaled situation.
They can't eat pussy?
They won't. They're so adamant against eating pussy that they won't.
Well, look, all I need to do is...
They don't even have mouths.
All they need to do is take a dip in the well of transformation, and they can go crazy on that thing.
I always think it's Wiz Khalifa instead.
No.
It's not. It's DJ Khaled.
Yeah. And very famously, Smash Mouth owned him on Twitter for saying that.
Yeah. What a loser. By the way. Extreme loser shit. But yeah, no, I think it's a DJ Khaled situation.
I mean, look. I don't think Seaspray would be any good at it anyway, so maybe it's fine.
I don't know. There's a lot of bubbles going on there.
It's like being eaten out by a jacuzzi jet. Okay.
Listen, there's a lot of vagina havers who have done that shit, is all
That's
I'm
true.
going to say about it.
All right, we gotta get back to Bumblebee and the milking machine. They're gonna go bomb the pyramids. They're gonna go.
Wait. But before that, he turns into Fabio.
No. This is after that because they get
Okay.
Bumblebee out. Decepticons like, oh my god, they're attacking, and that draws the Decepticons away from the main pyramid, which allows the rest of the Autobots to sneak in and take Bumblebee back. Then Seaspray is like, I want to be with you, Alana. I need to fuck you so bad.
This is one of the worst conversations I've ever witnessed. So it starts with like, right, like they're talking about the well of transformation again.
Yeah.
And Seaspray's like, well, what if I transformed into something, a little more compatible? And she's like, well, I don't want you to die. You're my friend. And he's like, friend. Cool.
Oh no! I've been friend-zoned by a hot alien babe. The thing about the Seaspray voice, it's a similar thing. Sometimes if you don't move your throat enough, it just becomes Zoidberg.
It's true. It does just become Zoidberg.
So like if you don't have the sort of throat movement to make the gargling, you just it just turns into Zoidberg.
But yeah, no, Seaspray goes, can you not see me as a man? And Alana's like, what? And Seaspray goes, check this out. And goes into the
He
pool.
says, I want to say his line before he goes it because this is insane.
Please, yeah.
I'm not going to do the voice, but I will say, maybe that's all I am, a bunch of transistors and bolts, but I don't believe it. My heart may look like an energon pump, but that doesn't mean it can't feel.
Which is like, we know you're a sentient species.
Yeah, you have a...
Like, you don't have to do this.
I know we haven't created them yet, but you have a spark. It's in there. I guess you have a laser core. That's the old one. But yeah, he gets in there and he does it. He turns into Fabio, and then he opens his mouth.
He does like the Debbie speech from Adam's Family Values.
Yes. Well, he comes out and he looks like
Do
Fabio.
I not deserve jewelry?
He comes out, he looks like Fabio, and it's like, wow, he got hot. And then he opens his mouth, and the exact same voice comes out of it.
Okay, so here's the thing. He gets hot. His feet are still robot.
Yeah, he didn't... I don't know how this happened. He does still have the robot feet.
He does still have the robot feet. And she's like, wow, I'm kind of into this.
Yeah, thankfully for Seaspray, Alana is a freak. And they frolic together as mer people, and presumably, like, off-screen have crazy merfolk sex or whatever. Meanwhile, everyone else is trying
by the way, though, like, it does take him a while to surface again, and I did have the thought, God, it'd be so funny if he just died.
He just dies. Okay, when do they turn Rumble into a tree? Because we need to talk about that.
Later. That's later. So
That's insane.
Rumble has some of the best lines in this episode. It cuts over to the Decepticons going underwater and discovering, like, Atlantis, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And being like, Decepticon, you motherfucker. Look at all these free organics.
Did you not look in the ocean? You
Yeah.
dumb fuck.
And they also overhear about the well of transformation, I guess. I guess I was looking away when they heard that, but when I looked back, Rumble goes, I'm gonna transform this city into junk. Which is a great line from Rumble.
So good. He's like unmatched.
And then, I can't remember who sees them doing this. It might just be Alana. But no, it's Alana and Seaspray. Yeah, no, and Fabio Seaspray. Again, he looks like Fabio. It is such a wild choice to keep his voice this way when he looks like Fabio. But whatever, it's fine. So like they over this, and Megatron's like, Rumble, get those assholes. And Rumble goes, Piece of carborundum, boss.
Yeah, so he pursues them into the well of transformation, and he gets turned into an orb, and he's like, "Oh God, what's happening?" And Alana says, "The only way you can stop this is if you think really hard about being a tree."
This is so fucked up. They did an Elder Toguro to him.
They did. They turn him into a tree.
How does he get out of this? They literally... Hey, listen, if you don't know what I'm talking about, please watch Yu Yu Hakusho. But, like, they did an Elder Toguro to him.
Or that one guy from Fallout 3 who's, like, had a tree grow around him.
That one vault. It's fine.
So, yeah, the way he gets out of it is I think there's, like, an earthquake, and he falls into the... He falls into the water.
It's into the well again and is able to transform back. It's fucked.
It really, them telling him to turn into a tree really reminds me of the, like, get scared right now post. It's like, when I'm really high, you're doing
some Cocomelon shit to me.
You're doing some Cocomelon shit to me right now.
Find the white elf.
Find the white elf.
Oh God.
So, yeah, he's been turned into a tree.
But that's not the only transformation sequence we see here. Alana turns into a sexy robot, and Seaspray immediately is like, "Oh, cool."
He's not as into it. He needs.
Yeah, Alana's like, "What do you think, big boy?" And Seaspray's like,
Yeah, we learned a lot about Seaspray's like fucking preferences in this scene. Clearly, it's the interspecies thing that really revs his hoverboat engine.
Which, listen, I understand.
It's fine.
Seaspray?
She's a fucking smoke
show.
Girl,
you could do better. You are a hot robot.
You could fucking go to Cybertron. There's like 6 fucking ladies doing guerrilla warfare shit over there right now. Just hook up with them. You don't need this fucking guy who sounds
All I'm
like
saying is that Crimea would scissor you until you pass out.
Absolutely. But yeah, that's really funny. He's like, "Oh, that's nice, I guess."
Yeah.
Like, you'd want to expect
Though
to be
we do get evidence later on that Seaspray is asexual representation. Which I guess good for him.
Good for you, Seaspray. But yeah, this all ends with the Telakons fighting off the Decepticons. Then they break in. The Autobots break into the main like pyramid and reprogram Deceptitran to lure the Decepticons into a trap. And of course Megatron, because as it turns out, all of the Energon cubes are in the main pyramid, and that's actually the only thing Megatron cares about. He doesn't give a fuck about Deceptitran or this weird colony. He's just like, well, I would like the Energon cubes. Which, once again, like, who set this up? Who's collecting from it? Are you in constant contact with these colonies, or is this just like a weird thing that one of your predecessors did? It's very unclear. I don't know what's going on. But the day is saved, and they fight off the Decepticons. They're forced to retreat, and Telakon is freed thanks to Seaspray and his hot robot GF. Hot temporarily robot GF.
Yeah, they again, she turns back. The entire ending scene is like, wow, maybe we're really incompatible. And she's like, I mean, I'm kind of asexual. I kind of got that vibe from you too. And he's like, oh no, for sure. And she's like, okay, cool. So we're good.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. That's Sea Change. And he did change. The most fucked up thing ever is still Rumble turning into a tree. The close-up, because, okay, so the far shots just have a tree with a face on it.
Right.
Kind of like Deku Tree type beat.
The close-ups are like, what if that one scene from Snow White was so much worse?
Like, it's his face, surrounded by roots and bark.
At least he has a strong identity. Since
That's
his
true.
Face stays the same.
That, I've always gotten that sense for Rumble. So yeah, yet more weird shit going on with aliens. Why is every single alien planet like this except Space Monaco, I guess, because it's Space Monaco. But yeah, Seaspray has like a hot alien girlfriend now. Maybe he'll stay on this planet and not fucking show up anywhere else, and we won't have to deal with him anymore.
Maybe he'll just, yeah, exactly. He'll just stay there and turn into Fabio, and we never have to see him again.
Yeah.
Apologies to any listeners who like Seaspray.
I'm not apologizing for shit. Anyway, it's triple takeover time.
Well, that's on her.
It's triple takeover time. This episode is completely insane. Things just happen in it. Well, you'd think, oh, isn't that every episode of G1? There are some that are more like that than others. This one is just completely inexplicable.
This is again, not the same level of animation error, obviously, but like this is sort of like child's play level of things just happening.
Yeah,
in an order.
We start with the Blowjob Brothers, who in this case are Starscream, Astrotrain, and Blitzwing, defacing a mountain.
Where's Octane? We really need Octane in here.
He's not gonna show up until he gets in. I think he was a later toy because he was invented. Because that's the one story he's in, the very famous one with Starscream's ghost. That was originally supposed to be Blitzwing because he's like a Decepticon. He's like a Decepticon deserter in that episode, and that was a storyline set up earlier in season 3 for Blitzwing, but they had a new toy to sell, so they just plopped Octane down in there.
Good for him.
Anyway, Octane doesn't exist. He hasn't been born yet. He's in the womb still. And they're making Decepticon Mount Rushmore, except they all call Megatron gay and stupid, and so they blow his part of the statue up. And they're like, we would all be better.
I hate that. You're right, but I hate that.
Yeah, we would all be better leaders than him, except for Starscream, because he's gay and stupid. And Starscream's like, what the fuck? I thought we were bros.
I will say, like, Astrotrain and Blitzwing are such assholes in this episode. It's kind of remarkable.
It's really, really funny.
It's very funny, but it is, like, incredibly, like, damn, dude, all right.
So, all three of them put their single brain cells to use and come up with a plan to get Megatron out of the way using, like, leading him into a trap of super cooled molecules to freeze him solid so they can
negative 40 Kelvin, right?
That's right. And Starscream is the one who leads him there, but of course
because Blitzwing and Astrotrain are like, let's get Starscream to do it, and Starscream's like, hell yeah, brother, I am immediately on board with this.
I love to betray Megatron, and then not remembering the part where they called him gay and stupid. He is surprised. He's like, wait a minute, you guys turned on me? What the fuck? And then, of course, immediately...
So I do want to say, like, they go into this trap, right, of this, like, extremely Sub-Zero place, and Megatron's like, we should call reinforcements, this smells like a trap, and Starship goes, you're going to call reinforcements to our date night?
Oh, yeah, there's also a line that's like... So you're saying there's like a big power station in the middle of the sewers, Starscream? And Starscream goes, yeah, just shut up, it's fine.
I said what I said.
But yeah, they spring the trap, Megatron gets frozen solid, and of course they also free Starscream solid because they don't like him. And immediately also start beefing with each other.
I'm going to get out of here by using this escape hatch, and it cuts to like... Astrotrain holding the hatch shut. It's just so fucked up.
And then they're both.
Like, it's not that they just like abandoned him; they actively trapped him in this. It's so fucked up.
They're really funny, and of course, immediately they start beefing. He's like, "Well, I'm the leader. No, I'm the leader. Well, I'm gonna do my thing." So this is where things just really start to happen, because then we cut to a football game, and the coach is like, "You gotta be the football. You gotta fuck it. You gotta fuck the football. You gotta do it." And then Blitzwing smashes through the wall.
I see you're a man with an eye for strategy.
No. There's an incredible line when he first smashes through the wall of the stadium, and he drives out of the field. One of the players is like, "Hey, coach, it's a tank. What do I do?" And the coach just says, "Give him the ball." So they throw the football into Blitzwing's tank barrel and he shoots it at the scoreboard, which for some reason makes the score go up. And he says,
It's
damn,
literally fine.
damn, that shit's crazy. Hey, you must be a great strategist, right? And the coach says, I don't know much about anything other than football. And Blitzwing is just like, well, then tell me about football.
So there is a line where it's like, you must respect your commander. And he goes, and the coach responds, anything you say, commander, except that they lip sync it to Blitzwing.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Uh-huh, I did. Classic.
It's really good.
Yeah, that's a good show. So Blitzwing off screen, Blitzwing recruits the Constructicons to build like a infinite highway maze.
Yeah, he's like, I want to create a torture labyrinth to put Autobots in. And Scrapper's like, yeah, that sounds sick as hell. What do we get out of it, though? And Blitzwing's like, you can help me lead the Decepticons. And Scrapper's like, all right, boys, let's go!
Yeah, so also there's the line when he says, when he's talking to the football coach, he's like, I don't know anything about military stuff. I'm just a sports guy. And Blitzwing says, tell me what's on your mind, or I'll splatter on the wall and see it for myself.
There's also, again, as the Constructicons build this, so he literally shoves the coach into a locker.
This locker room is huge, by the way. Blitzwing can stand up inside of it.
Huge locker room. It's fine. He shoves the coach into a locker, and then there's a part later on. The line that I really like is after the Constructicons are like, all right, we're on it, we're building it. He like pulls the coach out and goes, I need more strategy.
I like the Scrapper calls him. He's like, hey, what's the point of this giant highway maze again? And he just says, it's zone defense, you ignorant fool. He really is learning about fucking football terminology.
Really is.
Meanwhile, Astrotrain.
So, okay. Mom and I were talking before we started to hit record. And this is what I will say about Astrotrain in this episode. This might be the saddest I've ever seen a character be in anything ever.
Yeah, so Blitzwing is turning into a fucking, like, football dictator and building, like, infinite highway death traps for Autobots. Astrotrain, first of all, it was really funny seeing him bust through the train station wall, because, like, oh, yeah, I remember All Hail Megatron.
Right, yeah, exactly.
But then, what he does... I mean,
that was the thing, is that I was like, oh shit, is Astrotrain gonna do something cool with trains? No, he's gonna do something really sad with trains.
So he basically becomes convinced that the trains are his friends, and he names them the Astroforce, and he tries to make the trains gather, like, energon.
It's, like, genuinely hard to watch a little bit.
And the trains, of course, are not sentient, and I guess they're either, like, they're probably just remote controlled, so they just keep running into walls and stuff.
Well, I think he has some control over them, but they're not sentient.
No,
right?
they're just
like,
trains he can control.
I get, so what I compared this to was like having the heart power from Captain Planet, but only for trains. Like, he's clearly actually controlling them, just badly. And they're not sentient, and they're not his friend. And it's all just very, very sad.
So, yeah, he's got the Astroforce. He's trying to whip them into shape. Blitzwing, meanwhile, has managed to... There's also... it's a line later, but I think when he's talking to Scrap, it's like, where's the other Constructicons? And Scrapper says, I don't know, they got lost in here. So, that's great. But... the Autobots obviously see all this shit happening, so they send their crack team in there, and including some guys we thought had been jet fired out of the show.
Yeah, hi Prowl. Good to
Prowl
see you again.
and Blue Streak are both here. And Skids.
And Blue Streak.
Skids making his final appearance in the G1 cartoon.
That's so sad. Is that I literally couldn't even tell who it was. I was like, who is that blue motherfucker? It's like, that's not Trax, but no, it's Skids.
It's Trax, Skids, Blue Streak, and Prowl, and they all are in vehicle mode. They don't say anything, which is at first I was like, oh, are these like decoys or something? Did they send like drones that look like them in?
Die.
Because what happens?
They do die.
What happens is that Blitzwing goes fucking sicko mode on them and just starts crushing them in tank mode. He just drives over them.
They get the pipes treatment.
Yeah, but they're fine afterwards, which is insane because you guys were flattened into scrap metal, but later when Scrapper has fashioned their corpses into a chair, they're fine. I guess they've just been what's that thing that Raoul did to Track where he just turned off his computer and made him comatose?
Yeah.
I guess Scrapper just did that to them and made them all into chairs. Scrapper is sort of on his human centipede type beat in this episode.
So this is Hannibal Lecter stuff. This is the Chesapeake Ripper type shit.
Yeah. A fucking chair made of human bodies.
Yeah, sorry. This is upcoming. I do want to talk about Choo Choo Brain.
Thrust. I think it was Ramjet that called him Choo Choo Brain, but he wasn't on
I'm pretty sure it's Ramjet who called him Choo Choo Brain.
Yeah.
Pretty good is what I will say about that.
So Astrotrain is basically just puttering around the station. Blitzwing is building the torture nexus, but Astrotrain is literally just doing normal train things. And so the Seekers fly by to basically make fun of him. They're like, "Hey, Astrotrain, you have fun being a train, idiot. Choo-choo brain." And he's
By
like,
the
"Stop."
way, there is a Starscream in here.
Yeah. I think it's Thundercracker actually, because the voice that calls him Choo Choo Brain is Thundercrackers.
Okay, that's what I thought. For the record, Starscream still frozen.
He's a block of ice.
He's a block of ice.
And Astrotrain's like, "You guys wouldn't be taught. You guys don't get it. My crack team, my Astro Force is back there." So the Seekers fly into the train tunnel.
It's so sad. I hate watching this.
The Seekers fly into the train tunnel, and they just see a bunch of derailed trains lying on the ground, and they're like, "Ah, jeez."
They're very discreetly calling a hospital.
It's so fucked up.
They're going to involuntarily commit him.
There's also no. Only Cyclonus gets to do that to Galvatron. God, I can't wait for season 3. But yes.
Oh, it's the greatest show to ever air, folks.
The Seeker's like, "Hey man, these are just regular trains, right? They aren't your Astro Force or whatever." And Astro's like, no, watch, okay?
This
Thrust,
is the saddest
are you
part.
Watching?
Genuinely, this is the saddest part.
And so the train, he's like, "All right, gather energy from that gas pipe." And then the train runs into a water main, and Astro's like, "No, that's the water main." And this results in a fucking biblical flood. What the hell happened here?
It hit the water main.
It hit the main water main, apparently, for whatever city this is, because the water is up to Optimus's knees, which is that's a lot of water.
Spike is here and almost drowns?
Yeah, Spike appears
When did he get here?
When we next see Optimus, who's just basically standing around doing nothing, Spike is there and he almost drowns, and that's the only reason he's in the episode. So yeah, very good. Meanwhile,
Power Glide, Optimus has to bring him over to Power Glide.
Oh yeah, Power Glide also flies over. So they send those 4 Autobots into the fucking torture nexus earlier, sight unseen for some reason. So when they don't emerge, they send Power Glide out to do reconnaissance stuff, so he can guide a couple more Autobots through the maze. But I don't know, I didn't do that in the first place, but I don't know, who am I to question the brilliant tactics of one Optimus Prime?
Who are you?
Who am I? I couldn't question War for Cybertron Optimus. He was a completely unassailable leader who made no mistakes. His stupid bitch wife was totally wrong with everything. So, God, so at some point, Optimus or Megatron and Starscream were freed, and of course, immediately Megatron is like, "You fucker led me into a trap," and so she's like, "Well, hang on. Okay, one, Yes, but also I was too led in a trap, so kind of we're on the same page here. And this is where one of the best lines of all time.
Well, it comes in a little bit. But yes, no, they like
so,
get out of it.
This is here. I have the the exchange right here because it's after. I think it's the water that melts the ice because they get
it's the water. It's the broken water main. Yeah.
So they get up and Megatron says, "You led me into this trap," and Starscream says, "I was tricked. The triple changers. They told me it was a power station." And so Megatron points his fusion cannon at Starscream's head and he says, "You're either lying or you're stupid." And Starscream,
I'm stupid.
On his knees, just like, I'm stupid. And this is where we see Blitzwing's brilliant deals making because the Constructicon, he's basically just like playing with the scoreboard. He just keeps shooting it to make the score go up, and then when you see him, he's literally just like fiddling with it. And then the Constructicons bust through the wall. It's like, hey, we built your stupid highway maze. Can we be co-leaders now? And for some reason, this is
okay. Wait. There's a couple things that happen before that I want to talk about.
Yes.
One is that Trailbreaker's here.
Oh, right, his gay force fields because once again, big flood, and so they're like, Power Glow's like, hey, Trailbreaker, who's once again, when we see him, he's just like sitting down, like he's just chilling while all of this stuff is happening. What are you doing, Trailbreaker? And Power Glow's like, hey, you got to do your one thing, Trailbreaker. And every other time we've seen this effect, right? It's always been orange concentric circles. Sometimes they form a dome. Usually they're just like a wall, right? This time, it's all the colors of the rainbow.
It is. It's It's an oil slick of
Trailbreakers. They made Trailbreakers force field woke. That's what Dirge told me on his podcast. I don't know why I've made. No, it's Huffer. Obviously, Huffer's our anti-woke podcaster character.
The Joe Huffer experience.
The Joe. That's just a version of the Joe Rogan experience where they're doing whippets constantly. Which is also known as the Joe Rogan experience.
Joe Rogan experience.
Got him. But he does his one thing, and I just noted that why is his force field so colorful now? But yeah, also there's a shot where Hoist is like pulling people
he saves
off
some people on a bridge.
Yeah, but the way he does is really. I don't know if that's how tow trucks work, but okay, I'm not gonna argue with Hoist. But yeah, then we go to the art of the deal, where Blitzwing is faced with 6 guys that he knows can turn into one very large guy, and he says, "Oh wait,
sorry." The other thing I wanted to mention really quick was Ironhide is also here in this episode.
Oh yeah, he sprays a pipe.
Though you wouldn't necessarily know it from the way he speaks at first, because that's sure as hell not Ironhide's voice.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. He had a beryllium frog in his throat. Okay, don't make fun of him.
Anyway, who's got the Seaspray?
Yeah, he caught whatever disease Seaspray has. Maybe that's the answer. He's got some kind of like the salt water has like rotted the corroded the metal around his throat because he spent so much time in it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but yes, people forgetting about Devastator is a great running gag.
It's so funny because the constructor's like, all right, deal's a deal, right? We're going to be co-leaders. And Blitzwing's like, actually, I fucking lied and you guys can go fuck yourselves.
I want to say what Blitzwing says specifically. He's like, yes. Why don't you go build a bridge and jump off of it?
Why is he such a prick in this episode?
And Scrapper's like, awesome. Devastator time. And Blitzwing's like, fuck.
And immediately Blitzwing's like, hey man, no offense, big guy, I'm just a little birthday boy. And this is when it all, like, everything just starts fucking going crazy because Astrotrain shows up, Megatron and Starscream show up in the football field, and they're all just They're all
So
just so
basically, yeah,
fucking pissed at each other.
This is truly like turning into a battle royale at this point.
It is.
Because like, okay, so at this point, Megatron and Starscream are free. The Constructicons have turned into Devastator. Blitzwing and Astrotrain are still vying for control. And now the Autobots show up. And like, the Autobots show up and are like, man, you gotta stop doing this. And Devastator goes, you hurt Devastator? Jail for Autobots. No, sorry, Megatron.
Yeah,
It's
because
like,
it's really funny. The Autobots get there. They're like, holy shit, what's going on in there? And Optimus just says,
yeah,
we should probably just let this happen.
So Megatron tries to fusion cannon Devastator, and they go, you try to hurt Devastator? Jail for Megatron. Jail for Megatron for 100 years.
He throws him, and he starts going after Starscream, and he's like, you are... Starscream is coward, too. And he's like, you're right,
Well, okay, wait.
but I'm fast.
Yeah, because Starscream goes, Megatron is a coward, and Devastator goes, Starscream is a coward, too, and he goes, yes, but I'm fast!
He just transforms and starts doing strafing runs on Devastator. And Megatron's like, all right, guys, we gotta team up to fight Devastator. And Astrotrain's like, you're right. And Blitzwing just shoots him. It's like, not you, fucker. You're a traitor. And Megatron says, hey, wait a minute.
Wait, I see
You're
another
also-
traitor, and then he shoots Starscream. These guys are such clowns.
And meanwhile, the Autobots are just watching all this, like, with fucking popcorn. Like, damn. How are we ever in danger of losing
This is the most fun Prowl has ever had.
Oh my god. So eventually, they sort of get on the same page about everything and manage to beat Devastator and fly off. And Megatron, really funny line, Megatron's like, the Decepticon cause is more important. It's stronger than our petty squabbles. It's like, I don't know, man. There's a lot of petty squabbles in your fucking coalition over there, bud.
Okay, so I don't care about any of this. What I care about now is the fucked up BDSM shit that happens with the Autobots at the end.
Okay, so, yeah, after, you know...
What is this?
The Decepticons leave, and remember, earlier, we said... We talked about how Blitzwing fucking crushed them Demolition Derby style into scrap metal.
and then did Hannibal Lecter shit to them.
And Scrapper made them into a chair. And it's like, that's fucked up. That's insane.
Yeah, did
So,
Hannibal Lecter shit to them.
then,
Into a throne, not a chair, a throne.
Then Optimus is like, well, I guess that's solved. We didn't really have to do that much. They kind of just defeated themselves. That's pretty funny. And they're like, oh, but you're the only leader. There's no question who's the leader of the Autobots is, Optimus. Here's your throne. And then the guys who got turned into the chair make the chair again.
I have a lot of questions about this. This establishes a BDSM culture within the Autobots that I was personally not prepared for.
But then Optimus also seems very
turned off by this.
Because he goes, I'm just going to drive away. I don't really want a throne, and I especially don't want a throne made of my subordinates. I don't know what you guys are doing over there. Do we have to have like a talk? Are there some HR complaints that need to be filed?
It's weird.
There's a couple of other lines that I wanted to hit before we finish here.
Please.
There's a really fun the fucking Seeker Peanut Gallery when the big football arena fight is kicking off. Thundercracker says, I say Megatron will prevail. And Thrust says, 3 Energon Cubes says you're wrong. And Thundercracker says, make it 4. And Ramjet says, my money's on Devastator. So they're just making bets in the background about who's going to be Decepticon leader. I love these fucking dipshits. And the other one, we said Starscream called Megatron a coward. The line is way funnier. He calls him a wimp.
You're right.
Megatron is a wimp! So is Starscream! This episode was baffling. I mean, this is a real 1-2 punch of like mostly sensible but very strange, and then pure madness.
It's great.
I'm still thinking about Rumble being turned into a tree.
It's fucked up.
It's crazy that they.
I cannot explain. Emphasize enough. If you have not watched Yu Yu Hakusho, this shit happens in Yu Yu Hakusho, and it is described as, like, one of the most fucked up things that happens to anyone in that show.
This is an average Wednesday for Rumble. I said this is an average Wednesday for Rumble.
Oh, yeah.
Just, hey, Soundwave, remember that time I got tricked into turning into a tree? What? Are you okay?
Hey, Dad.
Like, psychologically.
I mean, no, but none of us are. It's fine.
I got problems. Anyway, our questions this week are under my. I made a decree. We talked about this last time. 2 question maximum. It was getting a bit too out in the weeds in terms of length, so we are now instituting a limit.
We're glad you guys were so engaged, but for the love of God.
So take us
Montessor, for the love of God.
But the bricks are all just posts about Soundwave's dick or something.
So
take us through.
Yes. The first question comes from Causing Problems on Purpose. Could Megatron lead the Buffalo Bills to the Super Bowl more effectively than MVP candidate Josh Allen has done in recent years?
Football.
I don't know about football.
Sam, wrong people to ask. I don't know.
We're gay.
The things I know. Here's one of the things I know about football. Number one, the 2 most evil teams in the world are the New England Patriots and the Dallas Cowboys. And 2,
not the Chiefs.
Well, they're evil for. I guess they're like rising.
Not the
to
Chiefs
the throne.
and not the Eagles.
The Eagles are, to my understanding, sort of a more chaotic neutral force, much like the city of Philadelphia itself. The Chiefs have definitely, from what I've understood, been rising to the throne of evil in recent years.
Sorry, what were the 2 teams you named?
The Cowboys and the Patriots.
Okay.
But that's right. You're right. Their time has ended. They are no longer the undefeatable forces that they once were, to my knowledge. But yeah, I heard a lot of people complaining about the Chiefs in this latest season of football television.
I mean, for Kelsey alone, if nothing else.
Oh God. But yeah, we don't know shit about football. Audrey knows a few more things about baseball now, but probably not.
No, I know things about the New York Metropolitans. That is not the same as knowing things about baseball. Those are 2 very different things.
Understood.
Could the Autobots effectively implement a dime package to stop said Decepticon payoff runs passing attack?
You're speaking a different language. I'm reading Wingdings right now. Sam, I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. If you did wrestling, then I think Mara would be able to answer some of this shit.
Yeah, if you asked me if Megatron could fix the AEW tag division, I'd be like, maybe. But I don't. These words mean nothing to me.
Thank you for your efforts, though, Sam. We appreciate it. Cream Zeke asks, if you were tricked into turning yourself into a tree by an elf woman, what sort of tree would you be?
I think it'd be like a. What's like a? Really
I want to be a birch so I could stare at people.
Like a willow. Willows are very nice trees.
Willows are very nice. I do like birches though because I like to have eyes.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll assume you'll have a horrible, face.
Sorry, beech,
out
not
of the bark.
birch. Very similar trees, beeches, not birches.
Well, there's one big difference: the letter R,
and 2 E's and an I. It's fine. Listen.
Damn, there's so many different trees out there in the world.
Beachcomber's #1 bro, Chet asks, Cosmo says that Optimus can't come inside him because he's too big, but don't you think that Optimus probably would fit?
Okay, alright. We get it. I congratulate you. Do you want like a round of applause? Is that what you want? Yeah,
congratulations, Chet, you won this free set of dilators.
Congratulate you. You want a fucking medal? Great. Yes, the answer is yes. With enough lube.
Yes, Optimus could have both fit and come inside him.
Stupid.
Would All Hail Megatron have been better if Astrotrain reprogrammed a bunch of trains into his evil train children? I mean, not these ones. They did really badly. I cannot emphasize enough how badly these trains performed.
I'm just imagining one of the scenes where they talk in All Hail Megatron. They're like, "Yeah, I blew up fucking Berlin last night or whatever." They're like, "Hey, where's Astrotrain?" Oh, he's made like a commune in Chicago. He turned all the trains to his whim, and he's like,
but they just kind of derailed.
and so he's just kind of sitting there really sadly. Yes, it would have been improved. I would have liked to see it. When is this ability going to come back up again?
Dead Name Stealing Faye asks, going on his merman form, is Seaspray the Cybertronian equivalent of a typically attractive person who just has a god-awful sounding voice?
Like, I have no concept for Cybertronian beauty standards because the only time it ever comes up is when they're having, like, interspecies romance, so I don't know.
I mean, listen, this is actually a pretty powerful trans allegory, right? Because you can turn
It
yourself
is.
into,
like I said,
whatever you want to be.
I want to go to Talakon and go into Well of Transformation. That sounds great. Seaspray, I don't...
Transformation, transitioning, same shit.
That's right. But like, the thing is, because of the way it works, presumably he just, like, it's not that you're it's your true form in another thing. It's not like that, or, like, you know, like in like the Windblade comic or whatever.
It's what you
right?
want.
It's like whatever you want. So he just decided that's what he wanted to be. That's not
like, exactly. I refuse to believe that Seaspray is hot.
No, he's not.
I'm going to draw the line in the sand and say that Seaspray is not hot.
And, you know, you could be desirable without being conventionally attractive, but Seaspray is not desirable either because he sounds like a dying fish. So
he's neither desirable nor conventionally attractive.
No, I think if we're gonna go by Cybertronian beauty standards, one, Alana's, like, you know, she does the same thing as he does, where she presumably takes on, like, an attractive Cybertronian form as he takes on an attractive Talakan form. But I feel like there's a pretty clear Cybertronian beauty standard. His name is Trax. I mean, he's, like, the vainest guy there, so, like, he's probably the one.
Yeah, between, like, Trax and Mirage, I feel like you have a pretty good idea of what...
So just imagine Trax, Mirage, and Sunstreaker drawn with the guy doing the light with, like, the really fucking
listen, they all
severe
snatched
cheekbones.
Waists.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. We're in agreement that Blixwings killed the Autobots that were after him, right? No need to turn on movie logic. Those fuckers are just plain dead. I mean, you would think so.
It's like the most violent thing that's happened in the show so far.
It's crazy. He decimates them.
He crushed them into... He pancaked them. He crushed them into scrap metal.
We talked about... Okay, so the actual series of events for this, because we didn't actually go into it, is he makes them all crash first.
They all just, like, crash into walls.
Yeah, so he makes Blue Streaker...
Blue Streaker. That's when Blue Streak
takes off his codpiece.
He's got a few too many drinks in him at Mac Adams.
He makes Blue Streak and it's Blue Streak, Prowl, Trax, and
Skids.
He makes Blue Streak and Skids crash into walls. He makes Prowl and Skids crash into each other, and then he rolls over all of them and flattens them.
It's fucked up.
It's bad.
That's why I thought, are these like remote controlled drones that just look like them? Is this a fake out? Because it looks like they died.
Yeah, that's what I was like. It's like, are these just like not actually sentient beings? No, it's them. They're just fine.
And then they get turned into a throne by Scrapper.
Yeah, they get turned into a sex throne, which I guess they're into, apparently.
Yeah, they're like, man, you know, getting arranged into a sex throne by that Constructicon really made me rethink a lot of my views about stuff. Hope this doesn't awaken
anything in me. Haybine asks, Seaspray fights colonialism. He's the first Transformer to have a human Sona, the first Transformer to have a girlfriend or explicitly romantic relationship with anyone. Sorry, Rule. Heck, he's the first Transformer to have actual textual support for his getting to have sex based on how the episode ended. Sorry again, Rule. How's he not an all-time fan favorite? Because his voice
like
is
that.
intolerable.
He sounds like that, and also his robot mode looks really doofy. Like, we dunked on, like, oh, he's not hot. But, like, even outside of, like, trying to figure out what Cybertronian beauty standards are, Seaspray is just a really doofy-looking guy. Like, he's kind of tubby. He's got the really big boat feet. Like,
He turns into a hovercraft.
it's like
It's
the least
bottom barrel out modes here.
It's like the least cool, like, seafaring alt mode you can get. Like other like boat guys, like, I turn into a battleship. I turn into a fucking
Barely
speedboat.
seafaring.
I turn into like a missile cruiser. It's like I turn into a hovercraft.
I
Great.
hate this. Team Wiki says that a lot of the original Sea Change script was cut. Do you feel cheated out of a potential 2-part Seaspray story featuring a subplot where Astrotrain is literally too drunk to do anything?
Wait, what? Hang on. Was there originally a second Seaspray?
A second Seaspray story has hit the towers.
That's insane. What? Like, what would be the follow-up? How, like, what is the follow-up? I don't want another follow-up to this, for the record. I don't feel like I missed out on anything.
No?
Although I would like to
No,
see...
you don't feel like you missed out on anything?
Although drunk Astrotrain is very funny. Astrotrain's voice continues to be really funny. I don't know how I forgot how funny he sounds. But it's just like that combination of, like, he's always yelling, and also the, like, modulation just for some reason makes every line really funny to me.
Aurora Cosmos asks, Aurora Cosmos, like the UFO, asks, oh no, Seaspray's voice box just got broken, you need to replace it. What is the funniest possible voice you can give him?
Tracks. They make them swap voices. Like that episode of Duck Dodgers where he steals Tom Jones's voice.
Oh god, sorry, I have to look something up again.
My co-host is Googling. It's DJ Khaled again.
No, it's not.
Seaspray begins exclusively talking in like backing track ad libs. He just goes like, "We the ones, let's go."
Wait 1 second. What? Oh, god damn
DJ Seaspray.
Give me a second. Just give me a second.
Yeah, really digging through the archives for this one.
No, I know. Okay, I know. Okay. I think the funniest voice would be Kana Hanazawa.
Who is?
So she is Seiyu, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Who's really known for her soft voice like this. So let me see if I can find character. Yeah.
There's some characters that she voiced.
She voiced the title character in Kobato, Suo in Darker Than Black, Nadeko in Bakemonogatari, Angel / Kanade Tachibana in Angel Beats, and Henri Sonohara in Durarara.
Okay.
Let me
that
see.
would be a really funny voice.
Wait 1 second.
I found the notes for the things that were cut from the script. Because it was a first draft script that they trimmed down to a 22-minute episode. There's some crazy shit in here.
Did you watch the new Urusei Yatsura?
No, I didn't. Is she the new Lum?
No, she's the new Ran.
Ah. So here's some you want to know some things that they cut out of this episode? The things that, the lost potential that we could have had, all of these beautiful scenes. The Wish Upon a Star scene originally had Seaspray noticing a human couple together near the water, making clear to the viewer and to Bumblebee what his unfulfilled wish was. Bumblebee gives him some ribbing about it a few times later on, but that's also why he mentions wishing on a star at the episode's conclusion. The subplot of Perceptor and Cosmos' damage is almost entirely cut. The script calls for Perceptor to be visibly damaged as he's carried out of Cosmos, a visual that didn't make it into the animation. Later, the Talakans show Perceptor an organically developed welding torch, prompting his otherwise random line about repairing themselves. The two were shown with detached limbs as they worked to get them fully functional again, then frantically reattaching them as the Decepticons attacked. A cut scene would have featured Astrotrain greedily devouring the stored energon, then drunkenly transforming to locomotive mode and smashing into a wall.
Great.
No, they shouldn't have cut that one. I need to see Astrotrain drunk driving. He subsequently sleeps it off for the rest of the episode, with Dirge periodically checking in on him, explaining why he's absent for nearly all of the scenes on the alien planet. This also explains Megatron's strange insult to him during the retreat. Originally, Megs calls him a sot, a drunkard, rather than a sponge. Dirge also grumbles during one of these check-ins that he never should have left Cybertron. Dirge's memory probe originally uncovered a scene of little baby Bumblebee transforming for the first time, with his mama and daddy looking on proudly. What the fuck? Hang on. The chemistry/tension between Seaspray and Alana is expanded and ratcheted up a bit. At one point, complaining that the Telakons see him as nothing but a bunch of nuts and bolts, Alana replies that she likes his nuts and bolts.
Great.
Okay. Most of that is fucking slop. I need them to restore Astrotrain drunk driving. That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, that's something else.
Just getting Turton smashing into a wall. Dirge has to hold your hair back while you vomit into the toilet. Oh my god.
I have another reference for Kana Hanazawa, by the way. If you know, did you ever play Danganronpa?
I did not.
Okay, in the second Danganronpa, Kana Hanazawa plays Chiaki.
I don't even know which one that is.
She's the super high school level gamer.
Oh, okay.
She's the one that appears in like a cat ear hoodie.
Right, okay, I have seen that one.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sorry, I just saw she voiced a show this year called Toilet Bound Hanako-kun.
Toilet Bound Hanako-kun is good, by the way.
What is it about?
So, it is about, okay, so you know like the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2 where there's like the 7 mysteries?
Yeah.
Or whatever? Imagine that, but like, that's the entire plot of the series, basically. Huh. So, it takes place at a school where there's like 7 mysteries. And one of them is this ghost that grants wishes if you like cry in the bathroom. And like the main character, Nene, like does that, and there is a ghost, Hanako-kun, who's like, I'm gonna grant your wish. But then she like becomes, because she gets involved with him, she like becomes sort of like catnip for like supernatural occurrences.
Okay.
The art's really pretty, and it's like a good story.
It's just got a wild name.
Yes, it is. It is called. Listen, folks, it's called Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. It's a good story.
The only one of these roles that I have more than passing familiarity with, because it just isn't a lot of the type. She's in a lot of stuff.
She's in a lot of stuff. She's had a very long career. I'm
not the biggest anime girly, weirdly enough. Oh god, she was in Weathering with You. I know her from she was Zeta in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus.
Sure.
But yeah, I think I never answered what voice I would like for Seaspray. I think he should say. I mean, Gilbert Gottfried is a funny one, but I think he should sound like Diego Luna.
Okay.
I want to go the other direction of like he needs to sound sexy.
Great. Okay.
Although I still I want to retroactively make my idea of Seaspray and Trax being somehow forced to like switch voices. I think that would be really funny.
I suggest for switch voice.
And then, like, have to put Trax on suicide watch.
It would be instantaneous. It would be on site.
He's like immediately points his gun in his face. They have to like, no.
Rule's like, not like this, not like this. And our last question comes from Geist this week. What do you think it means that Dirge was so disappointed he couldn't probe Bumblebee? Nothing.
What do you
I think that's fine
means?
and normal.
What do you think it means?
Yeah. What do you think it means?
and as essay question, what do you think it means?
If you want an 1600 on your SATs, you gotta answer this question.
Look, I think Dirge is just kind of lonely, and maybe he has some kind of connection with Bumblebee because they're like both so underestimated all the time, you know? I mean, it's obvious that Thrust and Ramjet are not including Dirge in their activities, considering like Blitzwing.
Well, Thrust isn't including any of these assholes in his activities.
That's true. He's a successful guy. He's just doing his own thing. Meanwhile, Skywarp appears to have been jet fired out of the show. I haven't seen him for a while. Unless that
technically, I haven't seen Thundercracker either. I've just
that's
him.
Yeah, either of them could have appeared. I mean, Thundercracker is definitely in this episode, but Skywarp could have appeared at any time. He just might have looked like Starscream.
That's how they get you. That's the secret, Captain.
I was like, oh wait, no, he was in Child's Play, but then I remembered that's not true. It was just that Starscream kept getting colored like Skywarp in that episode.
Was he not even in the background of Child's Play?
He might have been in the initial.
Yeah, like, whatever.
He's anyway. Not. But the point is, he's simply not around very much.
Folks, we've been Prime Cuts.
That's right.
You can find us on the Noise Space Network at noisepace.xyz, along with a bunch of other great shows. You can find us on Blue Sky at Prime Cuts Pod. Give us a 5-star rating if you're feeling it.
Yeah, leave us a review. I haven't checked in on that in a while, but I'd love to see some reviews as long as they're 5 stars.
Don't give us anything less, though. We'll come after you.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking get you.
I'm Audrey. You can find me on Tumblr and Blue Sky at Optimum on Prime. That's my funny robot internet joke. You can listen to the other podcast I do called Pot of Greed, which is about Yu-Gi-Oh! We've just started our go-through of Zehul, which is interesting.
I know that's technically how it's pronounced. I just can't. It's Zexel to me.
I mean, yeah, no kidding. It's Zexel to most people. And sometimes I do Star Trek related drag, which you can find at Maxwell Warp on Instagram.
It's because it's Xyz, not Yeez. It's not Yeez monsters.
Okay, the entire pronunciation of everything in this show is fucked.
I get the sense of that. Yes, I'm Mara. You can find me on Blue Sky at marawyvern.biscuitsocial and on Tumblr at Cyclones with a 5 at the end of it. Everything else I'm working on is kind of on hiatus right now, but we will be back eventually. That fucking Steven Universe podcast is going to happen. The day of reckoning will arrive, motherfuckers.
You're brave and so stupid.
Until the day of reckoning arrives, I am going to.
Oh wait, no! We have to thank patrons.
Oh shit! My muscle memory still hasn't been formed properly. So you're right. Thank you very much for reminding me to thank our wonderful $10 patron, Sabrina Steele. Thank you very much. And hey, next month, our first, speaking of the $10 patron, our patron stuff, we've been doing Headmasters for the last couple of months. And you can listen to that at $1 level. But at $5 level, you get the second bonus podcast we're going to do. And it'll be a deep dive into various obscure pieces of Transformers stuff, whether that be characters, fanon.
It's mostly going to be characters.
Weird toy line stuff. All that kind of thing. I will definitely do an episode about Pretenders because I think it's one of the strangest and like most muddied gimmicks this franchise has ever done. I think the way that they did it and the way that they have been represented in fiction is extremely bizarre. But yeah, the first one of those is
which is really hot to us.
Is it?
Yeah.
Into fucking all right. But yeah,
I'm gonna stand by that. Yeah.
All right. Well, the next one of those, the first one of those, is going to be at the end of October for $5 and above patrons. So if you want to, do we announce what's going to be beforehand, or we leave it a surprise? What do you think?
Let's figure it out as we get closer.
That's great. The time-honored kick the can down the road technique.
You don't have an answer either right now, so.
I mean, I could go either way. I know who it is. I know what it's about. So I could say it, but I won't. And instead, I am going to chug 5 energon cubes and give a drunken speech to my army of completely non-sentient trains, transform and roll out.
I'm going to lose interest in all of this as soon as it's not the fetish that I'm chasing. Transform and roll out.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's fine.
Peach.
Peach.